This is the Razer Blackwidow X Chroma Tournament Edition from 2016. I've owned it and it's been my main keyboard for about a year and a half now. How does it perform and what do I think of it after all this time? Let's find out. Please make sure to leave a like, a comment down below, and consider subscribing. So once again, I've had this keyboard since January of 2017. It's been my main keyboard for all this time, and I don't think I'm going to be replacing it anytime soon, unless I could find a really good keyboard, preferably that's quiet, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. So let's begin with the build quality. One of the reasons why this keyboard has lasted this long, and still looks like it did on day one, is because it's built extremely well. It's composed of military grade metal, it adds weight to it, but it makes it feel extremely premium. Besides cleaning it recently and that scratch on the bottom, this keyboard looks new. By the way, I made that scratch like the first week I got it. I actually prefer heavier keyboards like this one because the extra weight helps them stay in place. Yeah, they're heavier, but they aren't meant to be moved around all the time. Also, because the material is so premium, there's no flex in the body when you try to bend it. Not that you would try to do that. On the bottom side of the keyboard, there are 2 feet with rubber tips, which give it that extra grip to keep it from sliding. I've never had a problem with this keyboard moving out of place. It also has some channels to route the cable on either side, which is also nice. The keys themselves have a lifespan of 80 million clicks. I don't know how many clicks each one has had, but I've encountered no issues whatsoever. Each key also feels very premium with very little wobble. This wobble is normal, but when there's a lot of it, it becomes a problem. The switches under the keys are Razer green switches, which are very clicky and loud. Here's a sound test. I loved the sound when I bought it, and I still like it, but I kinda want a quieter keyboard. These are great and all, but when using it at night, they just seem too loud, especially when it's completely quiet. Each key feels solid and satisfying when pressed. Also, when I press a key, I have no doubt that I pressed it. With some lower quality keyboards, you think you pressed the key, but it didn't really register. These have good key travel and responsiveness, perfect for gaming. There's no problems in that department. One thing I really like about the keys is that you can have them in a gaming setup and in an office. Many gaming keyboards have this weird oversized gamer looking font. Razer has done that in the past, but not with this one. Of course, you get your standard keys and you also get function keys. Each key can be customized to whatever you like in the Razer Synapse software, but I would have liked to see a dedicated volume wheel, even on the side or somewhere. A USB pass-through port would have also been nice to have, but they're not present in this model. Once again, since it is the smaller version of it. One thing that's a positive, but can also be a negative, is that the keys are elevated with no platform under them. The positive for this is that it makes it very easy to clean. The keys are very easy to remove, just pull them out. The negative is that the lighting isn't as bright as previous models. With the platform under the keys, the lights were reflected and made brighter. But since the lights are just being reflected off a black metallic surface, they aren't as bright. They're still pretty good, just not as bright. They're completely customizable in the Razer Synapse software. You can choose from multiple lighting modes and change the colors as you'd like and customize each key individually. So once again, with the performance, I've had no issues with any key at all. I've read reviews on Amazon where people say that some keys became unresponsive after 2 years. I guess that depends on how much you use it during those 2 years. I think with the time I've used it, it'll last me at least 3 years. I don't use it every day, but I do use it for gaming, so the first keys to go will probably be the WASD keys. From all the keyboards I've used, this is the best one, but it's also been the most expensive. I would definitely recommend it even after 2 years of its release. I know there are newer models, but this one is still not bad by any means. If you're looking for a premium keyboard for gaming, work, and just casual use, this keyboard is great for all those. It's a great purchase, but there are also more keyboards that cost less, which will probably have good build quality and more features, but don't feel as premium. If you have the money, go with the Blackwidow. It's a great keyboard, but it's not one you absolutely need to have. That's it for this video. Once again, make sure to leave a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, and consider subscribing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.